Today I want to chat to you about something that we maybe don't want to acknowledge. And that is about letting go. We find it incredibly difficult sometimes to let go of people, of ideas, of things, of concepts, because they're familiar, even though they may not be in our best interest. We also think that letting go is almost a sign of some form of failure, but it's not. Those ideas, those people, whatever it is that you're holding on to, might well have served a purpose in your past, but they don't necessarily serve a purpose right now. And you need to let them go. Give you an example. You know the proverbial spring clean. You decide that you're going to climb into one of those cupboards and you're going to get rid of the clutter. All enthusiastic, everything's going to be neat, tidy, and all the things you don't need anymore are going to be gone. How does that work for you? It doesn't work for me. I'll start with my wardrobe and my many pairs of shoes and decide that I'm going to turf out the ones that I no longer need. And trust me, by the time I've finished my cupboard, the shoes are still neatly there. Because I might wear them. I might need them. It could serve a purpose. But in actual fact, what I really needed to do was to get rid of some of them so that I could replace them with something newer. Something maybe more practical. Same with life. We hold on. It's almost like a comfort. Almost like a blankie. But you need to let go. You need to make space. We need to learn from kids. Kids are an endless source of learning if you really focus on what they're doing. Think about that child who would run around in their Spider-Man outfit. Every day you'd see the child, he'd be in his Spider-Man outfit with his Spider-Man toy, and then all of a sudden you meet up with the child and, where's your Spider-Man outfit? I don't do Spider-Man outfit anymore. I'm now moved on. I'm doing something else. That's for babies. What's he actually saying? He's teaching you exactly what you should be doing. Spider-Man outfit suited him at that stage of his life, but it doesn't suit him when he's a teenager. He let go, and that's what you should be doing. So I'm encouraging you, let go of that which is holding you back. Make space for new opportunities, for the light to come in, for the pain to be let free so that you can have some healing. Look, I hate cold tea, but if I don't pour some of the tea out of my cup, there isn't a way for me to fill it with hot tea. It's simple at the end of the day. You need to let go of that which is holding you back, of that that no longer defines you. But with that letting go comes something else that I've learned, and that's called forgiveness. Now, you're probably listening to me and thinking, how on earth does forgiveness fit into this? Well, let's first have a look at what we class forgiveness as. It's a conscious decision to let go of something that's caused you pain. Not to waste any more time on that. In forgiving, it doesn't mean that you've condoned. What it means is you're releasing. And for me, there's 3 types of forgiveness. And these are essential if you're going to let go. The first one is to forgive those people that never apologize to you. You know that crowd? They owe you an apology, but they don't give it. But you talk about it, and you keep them in your life, and you waste time. Every second you waste of your life thinking about that is a second that you did not put into your future and into your present. Forgive them. Put it in the past. Don't waste time. Let it go. Your second category of forgiveness is to forgive those who were not there when you needed them most. That's the hard category. You go through life and you really need somebody to be there for you in your time of need, and they're not there. That spot next to you is vacant, but you hold the grudge. You remind yourself over and over that that person was not there for you, and you hold on to it. Forgive them. Set it free, because what are you doing actually? You are holding on to a vacant space. How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Let it go. Forgive them. Let it go. Now we're moving on to the third category. You're probably wondering what the third category is. I think it's probably one of the most important categories. You need to forgive yourself. Have you ever heard a person say, I could never forgive myself? You need to forgive yourself. You know, I've lived a long life already, and I've made lots of mistakes. And I think all of you have made mistakes. And you're still going to make mistakes. But those mistakes were made in a situation maybe where you knew no better, where there were exterior influences that were at play, where your decisions might have been tainted by incorrect information. You need to forgive yourself. You don't need to dwell on what is in the past, because on dwelling in what was in the past, you cannot move forward. And that's where you need to be going. We don't go backwards, people. We go forwards. We live for the now. What you need to remember is, in forgiving yourself, you are allowing yourself to grow. And what you're going to take from those instances that you feel so bad about and you feel that you can't forgive yourself for is lessons. You're going to write it in your book as a lesson learned, as a lesson not to be repeated. And you're going to set yourself free to soar, to go into the future. So my message to you today is, let go. Please allow yourself the freedom to grow. Allow yourself the space for new light, for new opportunities, and for a new life. It's been such a pleasure to share this pause with you today. Remember, your voice matters. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for the next Tia German.